My beloved child, I see your tears when the night falls, when you feel lost, when you think that no one understands the pain you are carrying. I see you struggling under the weight of trials, your heart heavy with worries and disappointments. But remember this, you are not alone. From the very beginning, I created you in love. I know every strand of hair on your head, every beat of your heart. There is no pain you endure that I do not understand, no cry of yours that I do not hear. I have been with you since the day you were born, and I am still here, even in the eye. Moments when you think I have abandoned you. My child, do not be afraid. This world is filled with challenges, but I have gone before you. I have borne the suffering of humanity. I have endured the cross so that you may find life and peace. The pain you are experiencing today is not the end. It is part of your journey, shaping you to become stronger, more complete, and closer to me. When you feel exhausted, come to me. Place your burdens in my hands, and I will give you a peace that the world cannot offer. When you no longer have the strength to move forward, I will carry you in my arms. When you cannot find the light, remember that I am the light that illuminates your path. You do not need to understand everything right now. Simply trust in me. I am working in your life for good, even when you cannot yet see it. Do not let fear overpower your faith, for I have promised. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. Persevere, my beloved child. The suffering you endure today will be transformed into joy tomorrow. I have plans for you, not plans of harm, but of hope and blessings. I will wipe away every tear from your eyes, and you will see that everything I do is because of my boundless love for you. Stand firm, take my hand. Let me lead you on the path I have set before you. My beloved child, I have seen you from the moment you were in your mother's womb. Before your eyes opened to the world, I already knew you. Before you uttered your first words, I had already heard you. And even before you stumbled, I had prepared a path to lift you up. I know the days when the world feels harsh, when the winds of trials knock you down, when you reach for a hand, but no one comes. I know the nights when you cry in silence, the moments you kneel in despair, wondering if anyone hears the cry of your heart. My child, I have always been there. I have always been listening, even when you could not hear me. My beloved child, I do not promise you that life will always be easy. But I do promise you that you will never have to walk alone. When you face the storms, remember that I am your safe harbor. When darkness surrounds you, remember that my light never fades. When you feel that you are not strong enough, remember that my power is limitless. Pain is not the end, my child. This world is full of suffering, but suffering is not the end. Every tear you shed, I see. Every pain you endure, I understand. But know this, I do not let it happen in vain. Every challenge you face is shaping you, preparing you for something greater, something you cannot yet see. Do you remember? When a tree is pruned, it does not wither. Instead, it grows stronger. When gold is refined in fire, it does not disappear. Instead, it becomes purer. Likewise, my beloved child, what you are going through today is not meant to destroy you, but to refine you so that you may stand firm, full of faith and steadfast in me. There will be times when you ask, "Why, Lord? Why is this happening to me?" But my child, if you could see the whole picture I am painting for you, you would understand that every brushstroke, even those that feel like painful cuts, is part of my perfect plan for you. Trust me. Hold on to me. I am with you always. You are not alone, my child, you are not alone. When you are lost, I am your guide. When you are weary, I am your refuge. When you feel that no one cares, remember that I have loved you from the beginning of time. I sent my only Son into the world, not to condemn you, but to redeem you. He suffered pain, humiliation, and was crucified so that you may have life. There is no love greater than my love for you. You do not need to pretend to be strong. Come to me. Lay your burdens and your pain in my hands. I will not scold you for your weakness. Instead, I will hold you close, heal your wounds, and give you new strength to continue your journey. My promise to you, my child, listen to my promises. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Those who hope in me will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. My child, these words are not just ink on paper. These are my eternal promises. They are the unshakable truth that I have placed in your heart so that you will always know. No matter what happens, you are loved. Trust in me and move forward. Right now, you may not see the road ahead. Your heart may still be heavy with pain, but place your trust in me. Give me your fears, your disappointments, and your burdens. I will turn them into peace, into joy, and into blessings greater than you have ever imagined. Hold fast to your faith, my beloved child. Do not let the world discourage you. Do not let trials make you forget the depth of my love for you. I am walking with you. I am holding your hand, and I will never, never let you go. For I love you, now and forever. My beloved child, I see you. I see you in your weakest moments when the weight on your shoulders becomes too heavy, when you force a smile while your heart is breaking. I see you when you feel abandoned, when you ask yourself, is God still here? My child, the answer is yes. I am always here. I have never left you, not even for a moment, even when you cannot feel my presence. Do you remember when you first learned to walk? You fell, but you tried again. Your parents stood close by, ready to lift you up, yet they let you take those steps on your own so you could grow stronger. The same way, I am watching over you. Sometimes I allow you to go through challenges, not because I want you to suffer, but because I know you will grow, you will become stronger, and your faith will become unshakable. Pain is not the end, my child. I know that the pain you are enduring feels overwhelming. I know there are nights when you lie awake, days when you do not even want to step outside, moments when the world seems cold and uncaring. But listen to me, pain is never the end. What you are going through does not mean I have abandoned you. On the contrary, in your deepest suffering, I am working within you. You may not see it now, but I am refining you, strengthening you, making you more resilient than you have ever been. Remember this, a seed must break open in the soil before it can sprout. A pearl is only formed when an oyster endures pain. The greatest blessings often emerge from the greatest trials. Trust me, hold on to me, and know that I am shaping you for something beautiful. I am with you, always. You are not alone. My child, you are never alone. When you feel abandoned, remember that I endured the deepest loneliness on the cross so that you would never have to bear it alone. I have taken upon myself all your pain, your fears, and your wounds so that you may find peace in me. I know there are people who have hurt you. I know you have been betrayed, have experienced loss, and have faced disappointment. But do not let those things make you forget that there is a love that never changes. My love for you. You do not need to do anything to earn this love, for I have loved you before you even knew me. You do not have to strive for acceptance, for I have already welcomed you with all my heart. I do not love you because of what you do. I love you because you are mine, my child. I have placed you in the palm of my hand. No one can take you away from me. No circumstance can separate you from my love. No matter what trials you go through, I am there, unwavering, never leaving your side. Trust in me and move forward, my beloved child. Do not be afraid. Do not let your past hold you captive. Do not let old wounds keep you from stepping forward. Rise up, take a step, and believe that I am leading you to a better place. I have plans for you. Plans for peace, not for harm. Plans to give you a future and a hope. You may not see it now, but trust in me. Let me guide you through these difficult days. Persevere, my child. Hold on to faith. Take my hand and let me lead you. My beloved child, listen to my voice when you feel lonely. Remember that I have never left you, not even for a moment. Even when you feel lost in this world, when it seems like no one hears, I am here, silently waiting for you to return, to speak with me, to rest in my presence. I have never abandoned you. Come, my child. I am waiting for you. My child, do not be afraid when you are in pain and have fallen. Let me lift you up. Do not blame yourself for being weak, for even the strongest sometimes need a helping hand. If you cannot take another step, let me carry you on my shoulders. If you are exhausted, lean on me, for I am your never-ending source of strength. When you face trials, do not be afraid. Trials are not the end, they are the fire that refines you. Just as gold must pass through fire to shine, just as a diamond must endure pressure to reveal its brilliance, you too are being shaped and strengthened. Be patient. What you are enduring today will become the testimony of strength you will share tomorrow. When you lose faith, remember my promise. Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, my unfailing love for you will not be shaken. No matter how much the world changes, no matter how many times you have strayed, my love for you remains unchanged. Do not fear that you are not good enough to come to me. You do not need to be perfect, you just need to come. When you seek true love, know that my love for you is not based on anything you do. I love you, not because of your achievements, not because of your righteousness, but simply because you are mine. Whether you succeed or fail, whether you stand strong or stumble, my love remains unchanging, unconditional. So, my child, do not be afraid. Do not let the darkness consume you. Take my hand and let me lead you through these difficult days. You do not have to fight alone, for I am always with you. My beloved child, do not fear, my precious one. I know you are trembling. I see the fear gripping your heart, the worries that steal your sleep, the thoughts that refuse to let you rest. I know you have tried to be strong, but there are moments when you feel too small, too fragile under the weight of your burdens. My child, do not be afraid. Nothing happens in your life that I do not already know. Not a single tear falls from your eyes that I do not see. Even when you feel abandoned, even when you think I am silent, I am still working, even in ways you do not yet understand. Trust me, I am here. I have always been here. I am here in the midst of your storm. My child, do you remember my disciples on the boat when the storm arose? They were terrified. They thought I was asleep, that I did not care. But with just one word from me, the wind and the waves became still. And now you are in the midst of your own storm. You look around and see nothing but crashing waves, trials, pressures, disappointments. But look again, I am here. I am on this boat with you. Do you think I would let the storm swallow you? Never. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Disappointment is not the end. You once had hope. You once believed that everything would turn out well. But now, all you see is disappointment. Unfulfilled dreams, broken promises, closed doors. But my child, do not let disappointment cloud your vision. When one door closes, it does not mean I have said no. Sometimes, it is simply a delay. Other times, I am leading you to a different door. One that is better, one that is meant for you. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust me. My plans are always greater than yours. For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Come to me, let me soothe you. My beloved child, you do not have to be strong on your own. Come to me, let me soothe your heart and wipe away your tears. Let me whisper to you, you will be okay. I do not need you to be perfect to come to me. You can come in your weakness, in your sorrow, in your questions. Just come. Let me hold you close so you can experience the peace that surpasses all understanding. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. What should you do now? Breathe. Do not let fear control you. Close your eyes and remember that I am right here with you. Pray. You do not need fancy words. Just speak to me as a child speaks to their father. I am listening, trust. You do not need to understand everything right now. Just put your trust in me, and I will make a way for you. Take the next step. You do not need all the answers to move forward. Just take one step at a time, and I will guide you. My child, I love you with an unchanging love. I have never abandoned you, and I never will. Take my hand and let me lead you out of the darkness. My beloved child, do not let your heart be troubled. My precious one, I see what you are going through. I know you have walked in righteousness, striving to do what is right, yet you are still met with doubt, jealousy, and even betrayal. I know the pain you feel when you hear words of slander, when you are misunderstood and falsely judged. But my child, do not let your heart be troubled. You do not need to defend yourself or fight to prove your worth before men. I, your Lord, know your heart. I see the honesty in your soul, the quiet efforts you have made. And what truly matters is not the approval of people, but that you are known, seen, and loved by me. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. When you are doubted, remember that Jesus was too. Do you remember? When I came into this world, I too was doubted. Those around me did not believe my words. They mocked me, opposed me, and rejected me. But I did not let their words shake my purpose. I continued to do the will of my Father, continued to love, continued to forgive. Let me be your example. When you are doubted, you do not need to argue. When you are envied, you do not need to prove yourself. Let your life, your integrity, and your faith speak for themselves. I will be your defender. Be still and know that I am God. When you face jealousy, do not retaliate. My child, I know how painful jealousy can be. Sometimes those you once trusted turn against you, not because of what you have done wrong, but because they cannot bear the light I have placed within you. But, my beloved one, do not let bitterness take root in your heart. If you respond with anger, you will only hurt yourself. If you hold on to resentment, you will imprison yourself in pain. Instead, do what I have taught you. Love your enemies. Pray for those who hurt you. Do not repay evil with evil, but overcome evil with good. My child, I see those who are trying to harm you, but you do not need to seek revenge or justify yourself. I am the righteous judge, and in my perfect time I will bring all things into the light. Remain pure and trust in me. Guard your heart. Do not let the jealousy and doubt of others change the goodness I have placed within you. Be patient and trust me. I am just, and nothing happens without my knowledge. Keep doing what is right. Do not let the voices of others lead you astray. Keep walking on the path I have set before you. Pray for those who oppose you. When you pray for them, you will find peace, for your heart will no longer be bound by resentment. My promise to you, whoever trusts in me will never be put to shame. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will act. Those who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. My child, stay at peace. Do not be troubled by what others think or say about you. Simply, remember I love you, I see you, and I will protect you. Stand firm. Continue to walk in righteousness. Let me do my work in your life. I am with you always. My beloved child, come back to me. My precious one, I see you. Even when you try to avoid my gaze, even when you hide in your shame, I see you. I know how heavy your heart feels, burdened, weary, afraid. I know you have strayed far, perhaps very far, and now you think there is no way back. But my child, you are wrong. No road is too far that I cannot lead you home. No mistake is too great that I cannot forgive. No distance is beyond my love, which reaches out to embrace you once more. I have seen you from the beginning. Do you remember the story of the prodigal son? He left his father's house, wasted all he had, and found himself broken and lost. When he realized his mistakes, he thought, "My father will never accept me again." But what happened when he chose to return? His father ran to him, embraced him, and welcomed him home, without asking for explanations, without reminding him of his failures. All that mattered was that he had come back. And my child, I am the same. I saw you when you ran. I saw you when you hid in shame, fearing that I would never forgive you. But listen to me, my forgiveness has already been given to you. Though your sins are like scarlet, I will make them as white as snow. Though they are red as crimson, they shall be like wool. My love is not based on worthiness. Are you thinking that you are not worthy to return? My child, my love has never depended on your worthiness. If it did, no one would be able to stand before me. But I chose to love you before time began, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. I do not love you because you are good. I do not love you because you always walk the right path. I love you for one simple reason. You belong to me, and because you are mine, you will always have a place to return to. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Do not let shame hold you back. Shame is the chain the enemy uses to keep you from me. It whispers in your ear, "You have gone too far. You cannot come back. God will not forgive you." But my child, these are lies. The enemy wants you to believe that you are beyond my reach, that I have shut the door on you. But listen to me. My door is always open. I do not care what you have done in the past. I do not focus on your wounds, your failures, or your bad choices. I see only one thing. You are still my child. If you confess your sins, I am faithful and just to forgive you and cleanse you from all unrighteousness. I am waiting for you, my beloved. 1. I will not force you to return. I will not drag you home, but I am waiting. I have stood here with open arms since the day you left. I am still here, waiting for the day you choose to return. You do not need to fix everything before coming back to me. You do not need to become better before stepping into my house. You just need to come. Take a step toward me, even if it is small. Call my name, even if it is only a whisper. Believe that I will never turn you away. What should you do now? Stop running. Pause. Be still. And know that you do not have to carry this burden alone anymore. Look up to me. Remember, I am not angry with you. I do not condemn you. I just want you to come home. Pray. You do not need fancy words. Just speak to me like a child speaks to their father. Lord, I have wandered away, but I want to come home. Believe that you are forgiven. Do not listen to the enemy's lies telling you that I still hold your past against you. When I forgive completely. Take a step forward. Do not let shame keep you from me. Walk toward me because I have been waiting for you for so long. My child, you are never too lost to be found. You are never too broken to be healed. You are never too far away for my love to reach you. Come home. I am waiting. My promise to you. Whoever comes to me, I will never turn away. As a father has compassion on his children, so I have compassion on those who fear me. If you return to me, I will restore you. My beloved child, come back today. Do not wait any longer. Do not continue to burden yourself with guilt. Come back to me today. Let me hold you in my embrace. Let me wipe away your past. Let me restore you and give you a new beginning. Because, my child, it is never too late to come home. My beloved child, I see you. My precious one, I see your suffering. I see your body growing weak from hunger. I see the nights you go to bed with an empty stomach, the times you shiver in the cold with no warm clothing. I see the despair in your eyes when sickness surrounds you, leaving you with nowhere to turn. But, my child, you are not invisible to me. I have not turned my back on your pain. I have not ignored the tears you have shed. I see you striving, fighting, each day to survive. And I tell you now, I am here. I have always been here. When you are hungry, remember that I am the bread of life. I know your hunger, and I know your exhaustion. But do not be afraid, for I am your provider. I sent manna from heaven to feed my people in the wilderness. I multiplied the loaves and fish to feed the multitudes, and I will not forget you. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow. They do not reap. They do not store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Matthew 6:26. My beloved child, keep your faith. I know what you need, and I will provide at the right time. I have plans for you, and I will never abandon you in your time of need. When you have no clothes, remember that I cover you. I see you in the cold. I see your hands trembling as you struggle to keep warm. But my child, do not lose hope. Remember that I am your shelter. I am the one who clothes the lilies of the field, and I will also cover you with my love and my protection, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Trust that I will make a way. I will place kind-hearted people on your path. I will open doors you never expected, and I will provide for you in ways beyond your imagination. When you are sick, remember that I am your healer. I see your body weakened by illness. I know there are moments when you ask, why must I go through this? But my child, do not be afraid. I am the one who touched the blind and made them see, who made the lame walk, who restored the sick to health, and I will not leave you in this suffering. I am the Lord who heals you. Perhaps healing will not come immediately. Perhaps you do not see the miracle today, but know this: I am working within you, through you, and for you. I will give you strength to endure, peace in the storm, and hope even in the darkest days. I am here, do not give up. My beloved child, I know you are exhausted, but do not give up. You may not have much in this world, but you have me. You may feel weak, but I am your strength. You may feel alone, but I have sent my angels to watch over you. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. My child, hold on to this promise. Tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow will be brighter. What should you do now? Pray. Speak to me. Tell me everything in your heart. I am listening. Hold on to hope. No matter how things seem, trust that I am still working. Open your heart. I may send someone to help you. Be willing to accept the help I provide. Remember, you are not alone. I am walking beside you on this journey. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Those who hope in me will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. I have come that you may have life, and have it abundantly. My beloved child, hold on to me, keep walking, my child. Even if you are hungry, I will provide. Even if you are cold, I will shelter you. Even if you are sick, I will heal you. Even if you are weak, I will lift you up. Look up to me. Trust in me. For I am your Lord, and I will never abandon you. Be strong, keep your faith. Let me lead you, for I love you, now and forever. Your Lord, Ayin.